had me hear about the divorce, have you?
Do you want to talk to me about you and Sadie King?
What?
Didn't think so.
No, can't see a way around it. I'd be better off ripping up my investment and shoving it in the fire.
Katie!
I'm at work, Daz.
Hey, you! Ouch!
Well, Andy and Robert are mixing it. You gotta come quick.
Well, I make up the hours tomorrow.
Yeah, either that or I make down your wages. It's up to you.
I've done anything for her. You get what you want, and then in 5 minutes you're bored. One woman was never enough for you, was it?
What are you gonna do? Shoot me like you shot my dad?
Well, hit him again, I'll call the police, Andy. All we want is a divorce. We're getting married, so get used to it.
He's got something to tell you, Katie. Something that he didn't want you to know.
Look, he is off on one, that's all. Just leave us to it, Katie.
Oh, she can carry on battering each other? I don't think so.
Tell her or I will.
Well, what's he on about?
He's been sleeping with Sadie King.
Don't be stupid.
I just saw them together outside the pub 10 minutes ago.
And what does that prove?
But if I got that close to Katie, then she'd belt me one.
You can just tell they've been together. You can't trust him, Katie.
Rubbish. I bet you look gorgeous in your Wellington boots. I bet you can't wait to get back to the hills anyway. A herd of shaggy cattle waiting for you to inject them in the backside.
Do you know, it's the glamour I've missed.
Can't you just stick to small furry things? You know, like hamsters or rabbits?
No, because then you have to spend the whole day in a surgery doing unspeakable things to dogs' anal glands.
There's nothing in that, is there? I'll get myself another drink and I'll come back. I'll have you rolling in the aisles with my tales of the prolapsed uterus and homicidal sound. Say it again.
If she wasn't a woman, I'd deck her.
Don't give her the satisfaction.
It's blackmail, pure and simple.
You really underestimated her. What we need to know now is exactly what she wants in return.
What can I get you?
Let's hope it's not your head on a plate. With all that cash at stake, Dad's not going to refuse her, is he?
You know, we could have easily discussed your first column at the vicarage.
Oh, but isn't this what real journalists do? Ferret out stories over a few jars?
You want to turn our well-respected publication into a celebrity-obsessed gossip column.
What, like Nature Notes? A devotional interlude by Ashley, jam recipes and jumble sale notices? Well, if that's the best you can do, no wonder your congregation's dwindling.
Well, how about profiling some local residents, what the church means to them in their daily lives?
An inspirational piece on the power of prayer.
No, well, I was thinking more on the lines of who does what.
To whom?
I knew it. Gossip.
Who does what to whom?
Who?
To whom is the grammatically correct version?
Well, the stuff I've got in mind, they won't be paying any attention to the grammar, if you get me drift.
Well, she's always hanging round here. At home, in the pub.
Look, if you caught us in bed together, then I'd hold my hands up.
But why would he lie? Why now? Andy has only ever wanted what's best for me.
Until you rattled his cage with talk of solicitors. He can't stand the thought of you marrying me.
Explains why I wanted to get married so quick, doesn't it? Guilty conscience.
You either believe me, your fiancé who loves you, or your nutter of an ex who was so jealous when we got together that he tried to kill us.
Rob wouldn't lie to me, would you?
Of course I wouldn't.
Daz, tell her exactly what you saw the night of the Christmas party.
Look, he went to the King's late to meet Sadie when you were taking home off your head.
Yeah, well, you can make anything look suspicious if you try hard enough. Clouseau and his sidekick here have put 2 and 2 together and made 5.
Right, swear on my life, Rob, that you're telling me the truth. That you would never lie to me.
Not even you've got the brass neck.
I'm telling you the truth. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Why would I even look at anyone else?
She said on her life. Is that how much she means to you?
Oh, just stop messing with my head, both of you.
Wait, ignore him!
Do yourself a favour, get as far away from him as you can.
Just calm down and come here.
Well, I don't know what to think, all right?
Nothing happened!
Just leave it alone!
Katie!
Promise me, Daz. Promise me that you weren't winding me up about Christmas.
He was there. I saw him, honest.
Everything all right?
Same again, please, Chaz.
Katie, over here. Andy reckons you've been having an affair. With Rob.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
You hang around him like a bad smell, Sadie. You're always buying him drinks. You've always got something wrong with your car, haven't you?
Look, I can see you're upset. Why don't we just take this outside,
Oh, why? So nobody can hear us?
No, to save you from any further embarrassment. You're making an exhibition of yourself, Katie, and not for the first time.
You weren't seeing him, Sadie. Why'd you arrange to meet him in secret the night of the Christmas party, eh?
Just leave her alone!
Quick! She's gone to the pub for Sadie.
Now look what you've done.
Go near her again and I'll kill you!
Show me the evidence if you're so sure. Where's your proof?
You've been caught out and should admit it like a man.
What, like you admitted to illegal sex with an underage schoolgirl?
What the hell's going on?
Huh?
Fighting them!
Shut up, Victoria, and shut your eyes.
I'll kill you!
So it's come down to this, has it? Brawling in the streets. What the hell's brought this on?
You were so drunk that night, you had to be carried home.
Katie, I don't think this is a good idea.
You could have done that on purpose. Made sure I was legless so you could get me out of the way.
What, so I could have my wicked way with your boyfriend? As if I'd look twice at that jump-tub excuse for a grease monkey. Quite frankly, Katie, I'm beyond his wildest fantasies.
You're old enough to be his mother, Sadie.
You outside now before you start, we all saw you smack Only because she assaulted me for no good reason.
You've been sleeping with Robert.
Oh, please! Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous?
Yeah, on our wedding day when you promised to love, honour and obey.
Just look at it, just don't flip it smug.
Yeah, well, you won't be the first who's had the urge.
Katie, I'm afraid you're fired, love.
I don't know why you employed her in the first place. She's obviously unstable.
Well, you can't. I've done nothing wrong.
Come on, time to go. We can sort this out at home.
Look, I did warn you. Did it to me, do the same to you. Lying two-faced ratbag that he is.
Thanks, Donna. Maybe I'll take it from here.
Look, do yourself a favour. Get yourself a real man next time.
Why won't you two learn? Violence is never the answer to anything.
Can I open my eyes yet, Dad?
No!
What have you...
Oh, so it's fists first with you two and assaulting me customers with you. What the hell's the matter with you all?
Who's been assaulting who? I'm losing track here.
She's chucked a drink over Sadie.
Yeah, and she slapped me.
In the pub? Well, whatever happened to behaving like adults?
What'd you go and do that for?
Because you and Sadie have been at it behind her back.
Well, she said she hadn't, but she would do, wouldn't she, without the pub listening? You know, Tom's just slapped me because of you.
Well, I'm not surprised. Sadie's still his daughter-in-law.
Yeah, and she's been messing about with Robert.
Don't be stupid.
He's lying.
Why would I lie? We only got engaged yesterday. You don't believe him, do you?
I don't know what to think. Just leave me alone, Rob.
Just come back with me, Katie.
If you go off with him, then he's won. Can't you see that much?
Shut up, will you?
He's only doing this to get you back.
And you had a go at me for one night with Charity.
You could have been more original. The mechanic and the lady straight out of some 70s porn film.
That girl is a fantasist, completely out of control.
Always seemed to have her head screwed onto me.
Look at the state of my jacket. I could charge her with assault as well as slander.
Well, you won't, will you?
Sadie King and Robert Sugden. I don't believe that. That can't be right.
Well, if it is, it's her that's to blame.
It would appear that the young Mr. Sugden is quite a hit with the ladies.
And you both swore blind. You were too holier than thou to indulge in gossip. Oh, I'll tell you, when my column hits the presses, there'll be no looking back. Go on, Pet, upstairs. Get all your clobber off.
Why does nobody ever tell me anything?
You don't believe me, do you?
Well, I'd like to. But Katie's not given to unexplained attacks of hysteria.
She was full of the wedding only this morning. Something must have happened to change her mind.
But why the hell does no one ever believe a word that I say?
What is it with you and Andy? Why does it always come down to brute force? Come back! I'm talking to you!
Well, he's got my girlfriend up there so we can brainwash her some more. Just think about it, Dad. If you don't believe me, then how am I going to convince her?
Why are you two always scrapping over her? It's not like she's Angelina Jolie or anything.
You know you got to level 12 last night. Well, how about aiming for level 13?
But isn't that a decent movie on TV?
Just for tonight. She's dead upset. She needs a bit of space.
Well, only if I can have a can.
I don't want to see you again until morning, right? warm enough?
Yeah. Just can't stop shaking.
I know that drink's not the answer, but it's worth a try.
Thanks. You know, I thought we were special, Andy. I really thought I meant something to him. He's been seeing her all this time. How stupid have I been?
You see, all you've got to do is sit here and keep your ears pricked. Oh, I could pick up enough for half a dozen columns.
I don't think that's quite the material we want to present to our parishioners.
To glorify licentious and adulterous behaviour in the pages of our church magazine, well, it's almost blasphemy.
It's human interest, Edna. Still, what would you know about that?
Well, let's not make any final decisions on content.
No good journalist can publish without a quote from interested parties. Backing of tea.
It's true though, isn't it? Not one of them can keep it in the trousers.
Yeah, but him and Sadie. She's seeing a gangly runt like him.
What I did and Katie. I mean, think about it. Wasn't his brain I was after, was it?
She does it every time. Bats her eyelids at you and you believe her.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs...
So the jury's still out?
Well, she still had the key to us getting that land. It would be silly for us to side with Katie, wouldn't it?
Do you reckon she did it? Hallelujah, at last she's got feet of clay.
That's why you sacked her.
Well, it's not good PR, is it? Yeah, my PA being seen brawling in public. Yes, Betty?
I was wondering if you'd mind answering a few questions for my column, the Parish Magazine.
Probably not a good time, love.
Right. So, how do you feel about your ex-wife's alleged relationship with the local teenage car mechanic?
You wouldn't be able to print that in a family publication.
Right. Do you think the collapse of your marriage was because of your fling with your dad's girlfriend, or was it because of your wife's adultery?
If one word of this finds its way into print, I'll slap a suit for libel on the Parish Magazine quicker than you can say appropriate damages.
So, that's a no comment then.
I think you got your final answer there. Probably best to stick to the non-controversial, don't you think?
So, jumble sale roundup. Any thoughts?
But what part of leave me alone don't you understand, Rob?
5 minutes. You owe me that at least.
Don't. He's had time to think his story through.
Right, OK. Please, Andy.
Why would I want someone like her when I've got you?
What, you tell me?
I have never loved anyone the way that I love you. Why would I want to get married if I didn't? We're strong, me and you. We're strong because we trust each other. Now, have I ever lied to you? Ever given you a reason not to trust me?
I suppose not.
Well, then what are you worrying about? He's lying. But if you believe him, if you let him blow us apart, then he's won, hasn't he?
Just answer it.
Dad, I'll call him back.
Just answer it, Rob.
Katie.
Hi, Rob. It's me. I've just been in the...
Hi, Sadie. Yeah, it's right here.
Hiya. Oh, never a dull moment at the Woolpack, is there? At least it'll give them something a bit more exciting to gossip about rather than just me and Viv, anyway.
Well, these small-minded provincials and their filthy minds.
Yeah. Hey, you better watch out anyway. With me moving in now, it'd be me and you at it like rabbits. That was a joke, but... Oh, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Right, best get on.
Well, what's she doing ringing you? Checking you both got your stories straight?
I don't know. It could have been to see that you're all right.
Well, then why'd you hang up then, Rob? Text from Sadie. You're fantastic. Can't wait till tomorrow.
You're disgusting, Rob. That makes me feel sick. I gave up everything for you. You just throw it right back at me. Well, you can give that to your girlfriend, because I certainly don't want it.
Look, this is not as bad as it looks, those texts. It's just Sadie messing about.
I've got proof, and you're still making excuses. I hate you, Rob. I wish I'd never met you. I wish you were dead.
You don't mean that.
Andy, just make him leave, please.
You heard her.
Katie.
Oh, Andy.
Honestly, after living within sniffing distance of Max's filthy laundry, this is like bliss on a stick, is this? With a nice fluffy pink ribbon tied around it, so thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Well, it'll be nice having a man about the place again. If only to deal with arachnid emergencies in the early hours.
You call yourself a vet and you're scared of spiders.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I'm in dire need of a drink.
You all right? I can't believe Katie would just attack you like that.
Yes, I'm fine. I mean, Robert Sugden, I ask you. If it wasn't so insulting, it would be simply ridiculous, wouldn't it? Right, well, I'll go and get some wine.
Less charitable souls than myself would suspect that the lady doth protest just a titch too much.
Well, it's a good job that you are the charitable sort then, isn't it?
All those feelings I should have had on my wedding day. All those promises we made, they meant nothing. He even took that away from me. He made me live this lie, and for what?
Because he thought you were too good for me. He wanted you all for himself. It worked, didn't it? He got you in the end.
I mean, you promised to love me, honour me, till death do us part. You were so happy and proud. You were in tears. And I just stood there feeling like the most evil, hard-faced bitch in the world because I couldn't feel the same. All because of him.
Every time I saw you two together, I felt sick.
Got what was coming to me, didn't I? You can't just ruin somebody's life and expect to be happy.
I suppose not.
You even tried to warn me. You'd have got your revenge watching me marry him, knowing what he was up to.
I couldn't just stand back and let you make a massive mistake like that.
I did that the day I walked out on you. I've been so stupid.
It's easy to say that.
And all the pain I caused you. I didn't realise that the only person who really loved me was right here all the time. You know, I am so sorry, Andy. I am so sorry.
Well, she's still up there, so she must think there's some truth in it.
Just because he can't have her, he wants to take her away from me. Well, there's no way that I'm going to let him.
She's a young woman with a mind of her own, Robert. Not some football you're fighting over.
Yeah, and what about these allegations? Just made them up, has he? Just plucked them from thin air?
But he saw me and Sadie talking, and that is all.
And Katie's upset enough to have a go at Sadie and stay up there with Andy.
Yeah, of course she's upset. He's feeding the poison, but honestly, Dad, I wouldn't lie to you. I have never laid a finger on that woman.
You better be telling me the truth, Robert. Because if I find out you've destroyed that lad's marriage, torn this family apart, and nearly got me murdered just to get your hands on Katie, and then chucked it all away for a fling with that King woman, you won't know what's hit you. Understood?
I just want to close my eyes and make it all go away.
It won't. Not for a long time.
But yesterday I had a boyfriend, a home and a job, and now I've got nobody. I've got nothing and nobody. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
There's always me.
You should be sitting there being so nice. You should hate me.
I do. In a way. I love you more.
You don't mean that. Andy, I've been so horrible to you. I'm so sorry. Look, don't ever hate me, please, alright?
I tried, and I failed. I never thought I'd hold you again.
Don't leave me on my own tonight, please, Andy.
Are you sure?